to waste.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Sargent County is going to have to play a near perfect, if not perfect game against Kindred. Kindred has a lot of experience. There's a lot of equity. Anytime I've talked to their coach before, we refer to it as that equity that they have built by being just a very talented program with a lot of experience, not just at the varsity level, but at some big games at the varsity level. They know how to win. And this year, they came in ranked. They came in as a team that was expected to finish in the top half of Region 1. And the region, I think, has rose to the challenge of what it takes to play Kindred. And so I think Kindred's been a team that's been a little bit more battle-tested during the regular season with tougher talent inside their region. So for Sargent County, I keep wanting to say Milner nor Sargent. For Sargent County, they're really going to have to play their absolute best basketball of the season.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Hello and welcome back to yourliveevent.com. Region 1 action here. Joined with Coach of Kindred, Sam Brandt. And just a couple questions for you. How helpful was having that bye in the first round? How, whether it's injuries or recovering from those, just how helpful was having that bye?
I think for us it's just another day to prepare. We really enjoy being in practice. I think the kids enjoy it, but The wait is definitely the hardest part of the full season tournament. So they had to have some patience. We went light for a couple days and then really focused down and hard through this week on what we needed to work on.
Right. And you've had some playoff level type games like that 1-point loss against Central Cass. Just how helpful is that going into games where it actually is the playoffs now?
Sure. We put together a really tough schedule this year. We played multiple ranked teams, including Davies, who is Class A. So we did it on purpose. We didn't want a repeat of last year. Going into the region tournament, not feeling like we were challenged enough,
right.
And we ended up losing at the end, and we didn't have tomorrow. So that was my goal this year, and my AD Matt Crane definitely threw it together for me, and it all worked out really, really well. We ended up with a tough schedule on purpose.
It's still only 3 losses on the season, so a heck of a season for you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
And just for people who haven't seen you guys play this year, what would you say is your identity?
We like to push. We like to run. We like to play hard. I think our biggest attribute is I have competitors, kids that want to win, and whether it's assists, rebounds, or points, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who or what. They'll get it done, and they'll get it done the way they can.
Right. And Abby Dukesher has been in the Region 1 a lot, giving a lot of people a lot of headaches. Just how important is she to get going early, and just how important is she to this team?
For her, it's mindset. She's a competitor. She'll do whatever she needs to do to win, and if that's giving up the ball 100 times, that's what she'll do. It's very, very important that she sets the tone. I think she's the leader of this team, and she has the ability to take control of the game at any time. So for her to be on her game, it's going to be really important for this postseason here.
Absolutely. And last question for you, just what are the keys of this game to advance to tomorrow?
We're really focusing on us. I don't like to really put the spotlight on who we play. We can't control what they do. We can prepare a little bit, but we don't make their decisions. So we are going to focus definitely on defense. If you can defend, the offensive side comes. I got a 2,000 and a 1 point and a 1,000 point score. They both hit their milestones this year. So offensively, it'll flow. If defensively, we can get stops, and that's going to be our primary focus.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Coach Sam Brandt, and just good luck here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be. Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. Coach with Sargent, or joined with Coach of Sargent County, Randall Searstead, and just a couple questions for you, Coach. You got one playoff win under your belt against Maple Valley. Just kind of what momentum does that bring going into this one?
I think that, and then with the last 3 games too, we've had a little winning streak to end the season. It will kind of carry us over and hopefully play well into the tournament here against number 2 seed Kindred.
Absolutely. And just for people who haven't seen you play very much or at all, just what would you say your identity is?
I'd say we're scrappy on defense. Looking at the region, we're one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the region for defense, and allowing points. We just need to try to establish our defense to get our offense rolling too. So I think full court pressure against some of the subpar teams in the region that did well for us, but in the half court we're doing well on the zone and man. So that's a good thing to carry over into the tournament here.
And especially against a team like Kindred, they put up a lot of points. It'll be a very good test against your defense, if you will.
Oh yeah.
And just Abby Dutcher has terrorized Region 1 for a couple of years now. Just what do you have to do to slow her down?
Just control the basketball. Keep the ball away from her arm lengths, and she has that long wingspan as well as Johnson too. So in that trap, whether it's the full court trap or their 1-3-1 half court, just trying to keep it away from her as much as possible and not let her make plays and control the basketball. So.
Absolutely. And just last question for you, just what do you have to do well to potentially pull the upset here tonight?
The last game against them, we shot poorly in the third quarter. We had a single-digit game span at halftime, but I think if we shoot well, control the basketball, not turn it over against their full-court trap or half-court trap, and then just try to control the basketball as much as possible, keep it out of their hands for scoring too, will be through 3 key crucial things to try to control. So, yeah.
So defense will be a key factor here in this one. Hopefully Sargent County can keep Kindred below their season average, have that chance to beat them here tonight. So thank you again here, Coach Searstead. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yep.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll be back with more yourliveevent.com.
Broadcasting class, we like to help the students get comfortable interviewing people, discussing issues with people. And we also like to make them comfortable with the technical aspects of it. Nice to have Polar's funding to help us do this, but then also having that foundation of Polar, so giving us that outlet to actually broadcast it. They really want to watch that cable channel, and then the kids that see the cable channel, their friends and classmates, they comment on it. And I don't know, it makes them feel really good about themselves.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Home team on the scoreboard. Under head coach Dennis Runner. Assisted by Daniel Battle. And Eric Dick, Ashley Farmer, and Danny Sanders, the Kindred point takers. A 6'1" junior, number 5, Abby Duker. A 5'8" sophomore, number 10, Casey Berger. A 5'9" junior, number 12, Christina Flyer. A 6'1" junior, number 22, Karen Johnson. A 5'11" junior, number 24, Jordan Zucker.
Yeah, and I forgot that Kindred had added Fargo Davies girls to their schedule, and the Eagles have just been a very good basketball team as well. So they have really challenged themselves, and I think that's some of the spoils of being, a perennial top 10 team inside of your class is that you're going to find those opportunities to challenge yourself. You're going to find those opportunities. Teams are going to want to play you. They're going to want that challenge, and Kindred has really embraced it. I think they probably feel a little bit better going into the postseason, even though they have a few more losses than they're used to. Yeah, and there's no wasted possessions right now if you're a Sargent County. You're going to have to capitalize on every scoring opportunity. Any turnover you create, you're going to have to turn into points. You really just can't be happy with getting a turnover and getting a look. You have to finish. Yeah, we're just over 2 minutes into this game. We have not seen either team score some buckets. I think that's what you're going to have to try to do. Is you're just going to have to try to grind away some time as well. If you're Sargent County, if you're Kindred, you're going to have to step with the intensity right now. Yeah, and that's what Kindred does, is they push tempo. They don't waste a lot of possessions. So regardless if they're playing the top teams in this region or the lower seeded teams in this region, they're going to come out and they're going to push tempo. They're not going to stray from their game. And, it's going to, if you're Millen or Sargent now, if you're Sargent County, you're going to try to not let that snowball into something bigger. And you look at the top three teams in Region 1, all top three seeds still remaining. Only the first two now have played. Northern Cass will be the next one. But they're all just different makeup. But they kind of have that same style of basketball, and that is they want to control tempo, they want to control time and space, and they want to keep things coming at you. And Sunram was a player who saw some key minutes off the bench. She's made her way into the starting lineup. She has gained some experience for this Kindred team. And it's still, I think, JT, to talk about right now is Kindred players gaining varsity experience, because it seems like we've had that same core for the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah, and that's just Kindred playing Kindred style of basketball. And Millenor Sargent right now needs to find a way to respond. Again, I talked about it early, JT, is no wasted possessions. They can't waste them here right now. Yeah, it's 9-2 right now, Kindred on that Patriot Field broadcast, or excuse me, Patriot Field scoreboard. But it's going to feel a whole lot deeper right now if Millenor Sargent can't generate some offense.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local planter experts. Tune up, add up. The math is simple. Every additional percentage of meter accuracy adds a bushel or two more per acre. While they should run at 98% or better, many do not. That's why no matter who made them, no matter their type, every meter should be calibrated every year. Keep your meters in top-notch shape. Call RDK at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter maintenance today.
Yeah, and again, that's what Kindred does, is they get into passing lanes. But, it's been an exciting time here, JT, for us, your live event, to come out here and broadcast this Region 1 tournament as Now we're getting an offensive foul called. Again, that's what happens when you play that aggressive style of play. Sometimes you're going to have to surrender a few fouls. Yeah, again, as we mentioned, that's back-to-back fouls called against Kindred, and that's just purely coming off their aggressive style of play. Yeah, and you kind of you sell out that foul. You know, you sell out the fouls just a little bit. Obviously, you don't want to go too far in that foul because it becomes a habit, but you're going to do that to try to set the tone here this early in the game. And this is what Sargent County needs right now is they need to go on a run here to keep this one close as we're just 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Yeah, when she's had the career she's had in basketball and it's still not her best sport, I mean, that just tells you the athleticism that she brings. And I think when you have an athlete of that caliber on your team, you're going to raise the bar for everyone else around you in the lineup, everyone else in practice. Coach Brandt talked more so not about what she does points-wise, but what she does to work hard and try to win games. Yeah. Not that you wouldn't take those numbers, of course, but when you add that kind of mentality, it's just going to make the people around you better.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Wednesday, April 14th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls from Prairie Red Angus, Jacobson Red Angus, with sale broadcast live at DVA Auction. Request a catalog today. GJRAngus@feltontel.net is the email. 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls selling Wednesday, April 14th.
Right away when I first stepped onto the NDSCS campus, no matter your age, background, anything, everyone there is supportive of you. You have support from the day you start. My name is Nicole and I'm here for my future.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
And these are the situations now. They're double teaming anyone who has the basketball as Kindred. They want to kind of try to get as much separation as they can going into that locker room. Now they have a nice sizable lead as it is, but that's what makes teams like Kindred the way that they are. That's what makes Central Cass the way that they play, the way that they finish their season. Northern Cass has been near that same level as well this season. And so far, the script today, JT, has been the higher seeds winning. Central Cass has won. Well, excuse me, higher seed won. And then we saw Wyndmere Lidgerwood beat Lisbon. That was the lower seed. But, it kind of looked like higher seeds were a lot of separation between the two. Wyndmere Woods were getting the win. But Kindred on pace here right now to kind of change that tide and get the higher seed back in the win column if you keep totals that way of the way this tournament's gone. But, yeah, two teams already had their season end. Two more will have their season ends here in Wahpeton. Yeah, now, Kindred, again, doing very well in that foul situation. Burner has two. You don't want to send players into the half with two. We still have a little bit of time left before the half. But really, 3-team fouls right now. Again, when you have that aggressive style of play, that is a good position to have yourself in.
Lost it there. Did Hill. And then tracked down, 3-point shot, no good. Striley comes away with the rebound. She now looks to push in transition, gets through two defenders. McQuillan thought about a three, drives in, goes over the layup, no good, might have been blocked. Good hustle play there by Johnson. Striley left open for three, she'll shoot, and that's good. Caden Striley, her first 3 points of the ball game. And only the second 3-pointer so far for the Vikings. As a quick timeout here from Randall Surstred, as we'll step aside here on yourliveevent.com.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Inc. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Welcome back to Wahpeton, North Dakota. YourLiveEvent.com is your home for the Region 1 and Region 2 basketball tournaments. If you missed the game or want to watch again, visit our YouTube page. Tune in after the championship game when we will present the announcement of the all-region team and the coach and senior athlete of the year awards. So a 31-14 score on the Patriot Fuels scoreboard. Just kind of have started off hot, have the Vikings. They went up 11-2. And have only increased their lead from there as they now host that 17-point lead. Near steal there by the Bulldogs. They will maintain possession. In the corner now is Hill. Looks to drive, but dishes now instead. Sherlock doesn't get that one to go, misses everything. She hit 2 3-pointers already in this one. Kind of had to grimace after that one. I think she knew right away after she shot that was off the mark.
Yeah, I think anytime you do something, you shoot, you swing a bat, you throw a pitch, you know, when you got that muscle memory, you know when something's just not going to be right.
Right. I've been there before, so it's not out of the ordinary for any athlete.
No, and the silver lining of that is it means that you really perfected your craft, or you worked really hard at that one skill.
Absolutely. As that jump shot off the hands of Nelson is also no good. As now Kindred looks to push in transition once again, something they have done a lot and has worked well for them this game and all season, really. Now Striley is left alone at the 3-point line, doesn't shoot though. She's made 1 3-pointer in this game so far. Fryer now top of the key. McQuillan left alone, she'll shoot a 3. That one rims out, no good. Rebound by Johnson though, she'll go up. And that one's good for Johnson. Taryn Johnson, she's now up to 10 points in the ballgame. I believe she'll be the second player of the game, first Viking to reach double-digit points, joined with Jasmine Sherlock of the Bulldogs, both with 10 points now. So now loose ball, tracked down by Sherlock. She falls down, and they're going to call an over and back, so she must have tripped over her own feet. McQuillan was there, might have tripped her, but the refs call it an over and back call. Coach Searstead talking to the ref a little bit, but I don't think he's too upset with that one. So we're approaching 2:30 here, coming up to halftime. The Vikings host a 19-point lead now. Striley on the drive, tries to get to Johnson, a little too long for her as it's stolen away by the Bulldogs. Beck will look to push it, but then stolen away by Ducher, and then rejected big time by Elena Beck. She saw that one coming off the hands of Ducher and swatted that one into the student section over there. So 33-14 on the Patriot Fuels scoreboard. Like we said, that quick start from the Vikings, the 11-2 start, has only grown to a bigger lead. Near steal or a travel, and it will be called a travel from Fryer as the Bulldogs will now take over possession. So the 2 seed versus the 7 seed, the Vikings versus the Bulldogs. And the Kindred Vikings really been dominant all season. They've had a couple of close games between Central Cass and also Fargo Davies and Langdon Enver Munich. I guess the Fargo Davies one was a little bit of a blowout. The Vikings lost that one, but obviously Fargo Davies a heck of a basketball team, as that shot off the hands of Hill is good for her first 2 points of the ball game. Striley now a deep 2, no good. It missed everything. Rebounded by Hill, and then stolen away by Ducher. Then a foul will be called against a Bulldog. Not sure which one, though. And just a dominant performance so far from the Vikings. Really have spread out the scoring mostly between Ducher, Berner, and Johnson. That foul went against Annika Nelson. That'll be her 3rd foul of the ball game, so a little bit of foul trouble there for the Bulldogs as well. So this will be a 1-and-1 opportunity. Makes that first free throw, does Ducher, so she'll be rewarded with a second free throw. And just her first point of the second quarter. She's now up to 8. Potentially her 9th point coming on the way here. Ducher's second free throw is also good. So 2 for 2 from the line. Up to 9 points now is Abby Ducher. Averages 20 points per game on the season. Megan Hill just slicing through a couple of defenders. Picks up her dribble now. And then a foul will be called. Maybe could have been a held ball, but a foul will be the call. I believe they'll go against McQuillan. That will go against McQuillan. That'll be her 2nd of the ball game. So 18-point lead. It's been sticking around that 16, 17, 18, 19-point deficit. So the Bulldogs sticking around at that mark as a layup there from Sherlock goes once again. She's up to 12 points, 12 of the 17 for the Bulldogs. Like I said, the senior trying to force her way back into the ball game because she doesn't want her season to be done. Johnson goes up with that mid-range shot, rebounded by Ducher now. She'll go up, draw some contact, but no foul call, but gets to go anyways, does Abby Ducher. So she joins her teammate Taryn Johnson in the double-digit club. She's up to 11 points now.
And I think if you're Sargent Central right now, Sargent County right now, you want to get to half. You want to get a few points, but you want to get to half and get a chance to regroup 49 seconds left here on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard before our half. You just want a chance to kind of collect yourself here right now.
As Sherlock drew some contact on the jump shot, she'll go to the line for 2 of the first free throws so far for the Bulldogs here in this one. First free throw from Sherlock is left a little short. So it'll stay at 19 for now. Casey Berner checking back into the game for McQuillan. Berner has 8 points, but also has 2 fouls. So a little surprising that Coach Brandt put her back in with just 49 seconds left. Second free throw good for Sherlock. So now 13 points on the ball game for her. So 14-second difference between shot and game clock. Sunram with it. She was poked in the eye. Nothing was called there. As we will take a break in the action here. Sunram, I'm assuming, got poked in the eye or at least got hit in the face. Some Bulldogs were checking on her to see if she was okay.
Nothing intentional. I just going for the basketball, and that's kind of what happens in this game from time to time. So
absolutely, it's happened to me a time or two when I've been playing. It doesn't feel good, and especially like I wear contacts. Half the time you have to worry about you missing a contact, and I never brought an extra contact. So if I was missing one, that was always a problem.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of basketball games stalled because a player, contact time. Time to find that contact out there on the floor. But she's going to come back to her feet, and she's going to make it back to the bench. You got to just, it gets you a little off guard too, I think, as well.
Absolutely.
You always assume the worst when you have those kind of injuries, I think, just because of the vulnerability of the eyes.
Right.
But she's going to get herself back over to the bench, and done for the rest of this half, and we'll get a chance to kind of regroup going into the second half.
I would fully expect her to come back out here. I think she'll be okay. Obviously, it hurts her a little bit right now, but I think she'll be all right here for the second half. As now Sherlock throws up a jump shot, rims in and out, though. Almost got that one to fall. That was a tough shot. As now the shot clock is turned off now with just under 20 seconds here to go. Fryer to Berner in the corner. Looking into Johnson. Skip past to Striley. Striley now to Fryer into Dutcher. She's stripped. 10 seconds here to go. The Bulldogs got to go. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Boop with it. Stolen by Johnson. 2 seconds. She's got to throw up a shot if she can. Dutcher gets it away and gets it to go. That will count. Abby Dutcher, the half-court prayer is answered as the score going into halftime will now grow to 20 points on the half-court shot from Abby Dutcher. 40-20 is the score on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard heading into halftime. We'll come back with a recap and some numbers. What a shot from Abby Dutcher. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
Welcome back to Wahpeton, North Dakota NDSCS. Thank you for sponsoring the Region 1, or hosting the Region 1 tournament here for us. Just an incredible shot there from half court from Abby Ducher. Barely got it off of her hands in time, but got that half court shot to go. Just really how this game has been going for the Vikings and how it's been going for Sargent County. Sargent County had a chance to trim into that lead a little bit, but instead 3 points go the way of the Vikings. And that's just, the Vikings have been down it really from the tip. Started off winning, or being up 11-2, got a timeout from Coach Searstead, and it helped settle in the Bulldogs a little bit. They got some points back onto the board, but really it has been Kindred from the tip. They average 67.5 points per game, but are well on pace to break that with 40 points here already at the half. Just some incredible games here from a couple players, even including from Sargent County. Sherlock having a great game, has 13 points so far here in this one. So I will run through some numbers here. First for the Vikings, leading the way in scoring is Abby Ducher, thanks to that half-court shot. Gets herself up to 14 points at the half, followed by Taryn Johnson with 10. And then Casey Berner had a great first quarter with 6 points, is now up to 8 points here in the game. And then Charlie McQuillan and Cadence Striley both with 3 points, coming by way of the three-point shot. So 3 3-pointers, one from McQuillan, one from Striley, and that half-court shot from Abby Ducher obviously is worth 3 points. So 3 3-pointers for the Vikings at the half, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. So not too bad for the Vikings as well. And then as for the Bulldogs, Jasmine Sherlock having herself a nice little game. She's hit 2 3-pointers and has 13 points going into the half here, so just 1 point shy of Abby Ducher. And then 3 Bulldogs with 2 points each. Megan Hill, Jamie Boop, and Annika Nelson all with 2 points. They've hit 2 3-pointers, both coming, like I said, from Sherlock. And Sherlock went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and that was all the free throws that they have shot so far. So just Kindred has looked amazing so far here in this one, and I don't see any sights of them slowing down, although the Bulldogs have kind of hung around there. That 3-point shot probably is going to give a good chunk of momentum and a little bit depleting momentum from the Bulldogs there, as they were kind of sticking around at that 16 to 18 point deficit until that half-court heave from Ducher broke it out open to 20. And I guess we'll just have to see what happens here in the second half. We'll step aside here, come back more with a little more recap and what's coming up here next. This is yourliveevent.com.
If you are looking to update your home, stop in and talk with the crew at Castleton Lumber. They have everything you'll need to get the look you'll love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. Building new or adding on, Castleton Lumber can help with that too. They'll draft up the plans and help you choose the right products and features to make your house a home you and your family will enjoy for years to come. Stop in to Castleton Lumber today or call 701-347-4471.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
With fiber-fast internet from ReadyTech, you can work, play, chat, explore at the speed of light. Fiber technology delivers massive data to your home through strands of glass. HD video streams with no buffering. Websites load instantly, and games never lag, no matter how many devices are connected. Experience the speed of light with fiber internet. Call or click ReadyTech Fiber today.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Welcome back to Wapton, North Dakota. NDSCS's campus playing host to the Region 1 tournament. And your live event will present the all-region team and the announcement of the Coach of the Year and Senior Athlete of the Year after the championship game. The video will also be available on the Your Live Event YouTube channel. And Region 1 action will be all on yourliveevent.com. We had the Central Cass Squirrels defeating Tri-State with a score of 65-33. That was the first game of the day, if you will. And then the second game, just a little bit ago, the Lisbon Broncos were defeated by the Winmere Lidgerwood Eagles with a score of 50-39. And that was a little bit of an upset, 5 over the 4 seed. So not a terribly big upset, but still the lower seed taking the win in that one. And that was a pretty good game. It was close throughout. Then Winmere Lidgerwood ended up pulling away late in the ball game and took that 11-point win. And then following this game, me and Joel will also be covering the Northern Cass versus Richland game as well. That should be a good one. Number 3 seed Northern Cass versus number 6 in Richland. A couple good athletes in that one as well. So it should be also another great game here in Wahpeton, North Dakota. And like we said, once again, I'll reiterate it, that 11-2 run to begin the game was really the big thing that really got them going. And also that half-court shot from Abby Dutcher, it's probably going to give even more momentum, even though they already feature a bunch of momentum going in to the second half with hosting that 20-point lead on the Patriot Fuels scoreboard. And Joel has joined me once again. Just what have you seen out of really just both teams? What have both teams done well? What have both teams done a little poorly?
I think Sargent County has not capitalized on some opportunities. Down by 20. You just wouldn't think that there was moments that they were playing with Kindred, but they were. It was just a matter of being able to finish. So I think Sargent County just not been able to finish. I think Kindred has just been Kindred. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Is they're creating turnovers, they're creating points off of turnovers, they're altering shots, they're altering possessions. They're able to do that without getting hands on the basketball.
Absolutely. And earlier in the year, like I said, Kindred did win against this Sargent County Bulldogs team with a score of 66-43, so a 23-point win for them. So it's already up to 20 points here at the half. But the Bulldogs were starting to get back in the game a little bit. Like I said, they were hanging around that 16 to 18-point margin throughout majority of that second half until that half-court heave for Dutcher went in to grow it to 20. So, I mean, they've stuck around about that same lead. They grew that lead in that first quarter, and it just kind of has grown since then, but hasn't grown a whole ton since they got that big lead. So Striley gets it to Dutcher now. Berner open from the corner. She'll shoot a 3. That one, a line drive, but goes in for Berner. Her first 3-pointer of the ball game. She is now in the double-digit club. She's up to 11 points.
Yeah, that's a statement shot from Kindred that they're not going to let up any sort of this strategy that they brought into this game.
Absolutely not. They got the 3 points to end the half off the half-court heave, and then 3 points to come out right away. So that's a 6-0 run, if you will, on those last 2 plays. So the Bulldogs will take over possession, trying to get it in to her teammate there, but Taryn Johnson takes it away. As now Dutcher leads the fast break, gets it to Fryer, back out to Berner. She'll shoot another 3-pointer, and that one's good. Casey Berner, the sophomore, coming out hot here in the second half. All 6 of the points so far for either team, really. 2 for 2 on their 3-point shots here as they now host a 26-point lead to the Vikings. 3-point shot answered, though. That one coming from Alana Beck, her first 3 points of the ball game. So some back and forth action here early, as now the shot no good, rebounded by Dutcher. Out to Fryer now on the wing, left open. Berner, she's going to shoot again. 3 for 3, can she go? Yes, she does. 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. That's a quick 9 points here to start the half for Casey Berner. She's now up to 17 points here. A near walk, but nothing called. Gets it back to her teammate. Now the Bulldogs will set it up here.
And that's just it, is you can't focus on one player, and that's what Kindred can do. Central Cass can bring that way. Northern Cass can bring it that way to you, where they can change looks, they can change players, they can change who the play is drawn up to, and they don't skip a beat.
As a timeout here from Coach Searstead, probably have to talk about leaving Casey Berner open. We're going to step aside on yourliveevent.com.
Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Wednesday, April 14th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls from Prairie Red Angus, Jacobson Red Angus, with sale broadcast live at DVA Auction. Request a catalog today. GJRangus@feltontel.net is the email. 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls selling Wednesday, April 14th.
Welcome back to Wahpeton, North Dakota. So a 9-3 jump start here in the in the second half. Just over a minute and a half being played, and already 4 3-pointers being made by both teams. 3 off the hands of Casey Berner for the Vikings, and then 1 from Alana Beck for the Bulldogs. Sherlock goes up, almost gets that floater to go, but rims out as now Shriley looks to push in transition, gets it up to Berner. Another 3-pointer for Berner. 4 for 4 on the half. Casey Berner, have yourself a night. She's now up to 20 points in the ball game. Just an incredible start to the second half for Casey Berner, just a sophomore. You can see the potential in her from that 3-point line. As the Bulldogs track down their rebound, Sherlock will try to answer with a 3-point shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by Ducher. Saw some contact, but stays upright. Is now 3-on-1 fast break. Nice pass into Fryer. She gets that one to go. There was only one Bulldog back, so it was really just whether or not Ducher wanted to score, give the 2 points to Fryer for her first 2 points of the ball game. Fryer averages 7.2, but just her first 2 points of the ball game. Turns and shoots. 2 points there for Matthias. Her first 2 points of the ball game. As the Bulldogs now will need to score on nearly every possession to get themselves back here into this one. But it doesn't help when the Vikings are scoring every single possession, and especially when they're hitting 4 3-pointers to open up the half. It looks like they're headhunting Berner now, knowing where she is on the court at all times, but she was left open a little bit there. But a little floater from Fryer, no good. Then saved by the Bulldogs and tipped out of bounds by Johnson. Will stay with the Bulldogs here. So Boop will check into the ball game for Matthias. As the Vikings still applying that full court man-to-man pressure and looking for traps as well. Good defense, ball's dribbled out of bounds. Good defense there by Striley to force the turnover on Megan Hill. So back to the Vikings once again.
And then that is what, again, has really been the strong suit of Kindred today. I mean, you look at the points, yes, but it's those points. I don't have those numbers in front of me, but I would imagine over 50% of those have come off of turnovers.
I would have to assume so, as well as Ducher gets her first 2 points of the half. She's now up to 16 here in the ball game. So Ducher normally the leading scorer, but it's been the Casey Berner show, especially in this third quarter. 4 3-pointers to open up the scoring for the Vikings in the third quarter. Just an incredible performance for her. She's up to 20 points, 12 of those coming off. 12 of those points coming off of 3-point shots. Is the shot good there for the Bulldogs? And now Striley will bring it up, gets it to Ducher. Ducher to Johnson. She goes up. She's in contact. Try to go through 2 defenders. She'll go to the line for 2.
And you know, at this point in the game, for Sargent County, at least some of these players are obviously their season's coming to an end. For seniors, careers come to an end. It's about playing from pride from this point forward, and I think they're going to continue. I don't see them. They might go a little bit deeper in their bench, and they might come off their rotation a little bit, but I would expect them to play this next 4 minutes and the next 8 minutes of the next quarter just as hard as when they started.
Absolutely. And for Sargent County, they only have 2 seniors on the roster, although Jasmine Sherlock has been a spark here. Obviously, she has 13 points. She's 1, and then also Christina Matthias is the other senior. Second free throw, no good from Johnson, as the ball will find its way out of bounds and go back to the Bulldogs.
And I think when people ask about what is one of the hard aspects of being a broadcaster at this level or even at the collegiate level, is that you see a lot of careers end when you get to this time of the year. It's a very fun time of the year for everyone involved, but you know that there's a lot of tears after a team loses, because you know for a lot of them that's the end.
Absolutely. A lot of people won't go on and play collegiate careers, or they're like in the pros. You obviously keep playing until you were done. And Casey Burner will shoot another three. That one no good though. On the other end, Nelson made that 2-point shot as a jump ball will be called.
At the state wrestling tournament this last week, and a lot of what happens in the concourse area that they have closed off to the wrestlers is you'll find a lot of wrestlers just taking in those last moments after suffering that career loss.
Absolutely, as Dutcher comes away with the steal, goes up for an easy layup, does Abby Dutcher for her first point of the quarter. And yeah, obviously it's harder, especially on the seniors when, like you said, it's their last game of their career more than likely. 3-point shot from Boop, no good. And it's never an easy, there's no way of really comforting that and just knowing that you're going to be done. I mean, obviously you can play pickup games and stuff if you really want to, but it's just never the same level of competition that you're going to be seeing, and really feel like the build-up for it as a 3-point shot there from Charlie McQuillan, her second of the ball game. There's just nothing compared to high school sports. It's always, like we said, the tournament time is always a fun time, but also a heartbreaking time when you see those seniors' careers come to an end.
Yes, and we will have a reminder, we will have that presentation coming at the end of the championship game. They'll announce the all-region team, the senior athletes of the year, the coach of the year. We'll have that for you here on yourliveevent.com. And also, JT, we'll have that video will be right on our YouTube page as well, so families can share that with those who want to see the announcement of the Region 1 team.
And that'll be, it's obviously something that'll be new because due to COVID regulations, we can't have the players that are on the all-region come out to the court or the coaches of the year, so we were allowed to do something special like that to get something out to recognize the great players in this Region 1. So just approaching 2 minutes here left in quarter number 3. As Sherlock gets it poked loose. Ball still loose. Sherlock tracks it down, but Dutcher comes away with it. A nice pass from the floor, and then a layup is missed. That one off the hands of Peyton Getty. I think she was just a little nervous there. Was a little left too open, but a great pass there and great hustle from Dutcher as a travel is now called on Hannah Diley. So Getty will inbound here for the Vikings. A 34-point lead for the Vikings here in this one. A layup up, might have been tipped there off the Taryn Johnson shot. Good hustle. Players hitting the floor. Dutcher somehow comes away with it. Getty now up to Burner. Burner gets some contact, goes up, leaves it short though. Rebounded by Nelson. As now Boop has it, tries to get it up to her teammate, but it was tipped. So stay with the the Bulldogs still. So 63-29 on the Patriot Fuels scoreboard. Just a dominant performance here in quarter number 3 once again from the Vikings. It was a 20-point lead at the half, but now it's just grown significantly here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, just 9 points scored for Milner Sargent County. I'll eventually stop saying Milner North Sargent and Sargent Central. Sargent County, only 9 points so far this half, and again, that is a testament to just the defensive intensity.
Absolutely, and 23 points scored for the Vikings, almost totaling, just in quarter number 3, 23 points scored, almost totaling the total score for Sargent County. As that shot by Johnson, also good. Her 4th point of the quarter, up to 14 points now is Taryn Johnson in the ballgame. So we're going to drive there is Diley. And then a foul will be called, I believe, against Burner. It will go against Burner. That'll be her 3rd. So the Bulldogs will maintain possession. It'll be Boop inbounding for the Bulldogs. And then another another foul by Burner. That was her 4th. So 2 quick fouls, as it looks like Fryer will likely check in for her. And just once again from the tip, really, Kindred has been dominant. And then it didn't really help the Bulldogs' case when Abby Dutcher nailed that half-court shot and just brought all of the momentum back to the Vikings, and it's really shown here in the third quarter. There's a steal there by Getty off of a high pass there from the Bulldogs. Getty gets it up to Johnson. Now Dutcher with it. She shoots a deep two. That one hits front rim, no good. Rebounded by Fryer, though. Tries to get it into Johnson, but tipped away back to Fryer. Dutcher with it. Gets it back out to Getty. Thinks about three. Drives back to Dutcher. Ball's loose, though. And stolen away by Matthias. As there's 6 seconds, they got to get going a little bit here. Boop with it. Tries to get it in to Sherlock. Goes up and beats the buzzer. So Jasmine Sherlock's first 2 points of the quarter are a buzzer beater layup. As the score on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard will be the Vikings 65 and the Bulldogs 31. We'll step aside here on yourliveevent.com.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm gonna be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
Back to Wahpeton, North Dakota on the campus of NDSCS. YourLiveEvent.com is your home for the Region 1 and Region 2 basketball tournaments. If you missed the game or want to watch again, visit our YouTube page. Tune in after the championship game, and we will present the announcement of the all-region team and the coach and senior athlete of the year. So 2 more points there from the Vikings as they just continue to dominate here going into quarter number 4. A layup there from Hill for her 6th point of the ball game. Johnson with it. She drives, gets it now to Burner with 4 fouls. Turning is Johnson, turning again, gets it up, no good. Rebounded by Johnson, sees some contact, she'll go to the line, 4-2. Karen Johnson, 14 points on the night, averages 15.4 on the season. She's gone to the line in 2 other trips. She is 2 of 4 from the free throw line here in this one. Karen Johnson, a pretty good ball game from her as well. That free throw left short, so her last 3 free throws have all been misses. And that third quarter just really tells you how good Kindred can be. Coming out, Casey Burner with 4 straight 3-pointers for the Vikings. And the scary thing is that she's not even their best player on a typical night-to-night basis. Abby Dutcher normally leads the way in scoring. She's now up to her season average of 20 points a game. As speaking of Abby Dutcher, gets a steal and gets it up to Burner. She'll go up for a layup, and that is good. So Casey Burner now up to 22 points, as she is the leading scorer so far here in this ball game. And the ball must have been tipped because there was a little wild pass there. As now the Bulldogs will try and set up their offense here. Megan Hill with it. Gets to Diley, and loose ball corralled in by Burner as she'll look to push in transition. Fryer now with it. Drives, jump stop, throws up the wild shot, no good. And then rebounded by Ozier. So Bulldogs now with it in the hands of Diley. Now Ozier goes up with a layup, no good. Gets a rebound and goes up, and that one's good. So sophomore Emma Ozier with her first 2 points of the ball game. As we're going to get a timeout here from Coach Brandt. I think mostly for substitutions, but we will step aside here on yourliveevent.com.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. NDSCS playing host of the Region 1 tournament here, 70-35 on the Patriot Fuels scoreboard. So just double score there. Just kind of tells you how this game has really gone. Just like once again from the tip, 11-2 to start off the game, and then that dominant third quarter outscoring the Bulldogs for the Vikings 25-11. And it's really just been the from the hands of Abby Dutcher, Casey Berner, and Taryn Johnson, which is kind of the normal case. Just really have been dominant this whole season, and especially in this game here tonight.
So we've seen Central Cass, the number 1 seed, advance.
Shot was good, but it won't count from McQuillan as a charge call will go against her third foul of the ball game.
So Central Cass has advanced, Weimar Lidgerwood has advanced, and now we're going to see Kindred advance with one more game left to play on the day. 4 games through the day, JT. It's just seems like it has been a long day, but it seems like a day that's really flown by, and we have one more left to play.
Absolutely. I guess this is only the first game we've been here for. We were here for the end of the Lisbon game as Sherlock gets that one to go. But yes, it has been a long game, or a long day, but it has been a fun one here. Lots of good basketball being played here from now our third game, and hopefully another good game will be coming here in the nightcap that is Northern Cass and Richland. Johnson in the lane gets it out to Fryer. Fryer looking in, nothing there. Dishes now to Berner, thinks about a 3, now she'll shoot. Berner just keeps keeping on the burners. Another 3-pointer, her 5th of the ball game. What a night from Casey Berner.
Yeah, she has really taken over the second half of this game.
Absolutely. She is up to 17 points here in the ball game, as Beck was actually the one with that 2-point shot there. Johnson left open at 3-point line, thought about shooting, drives now and goes up with a layup, and that's good from Taryn Johnson. She is now up to 17 points here in the ball game. And now 8 points over their season average are the Vikings at 75. They only average 67.5 points per game as a jump ball is called. As now we will get some substitutions in. Taryn Johnson likely checking out for the rest of the game. Checking in is Avery Bartles for the Vikings.
Yeah, no, this is the point where a lot of players are going to see their first postseason experience in their career, their first 3 years. Both teams are going to kind of go a little deep here.
Absolutely. And Boop, no good on her shot, and then tries to track down the rebound, but it is out on her, so it'll go to the Vikings.
I think made some contact with the front row and just not even phased. Just ready to continue on playing this game. Focus for the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds of this season.
Yeah, we are winding down here. Yeah, just 3:20 left on the game clock. I think we'll see a couple of longer possessions here from the Vikings, just kind of winding down that clock and get ready for their game again tomorrow. They'll face the winner of Northern Cass and Richland, and that will be played here next on YourLiveEvent.com. So Boop with it, loses it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Vikings, as we will see 5 new Bulldogs check into the game. So the end of the season there for those starters of the Bulldogs, and just a good showing here for them. Just unfortunately not the way they really wanted it to go. They started to come back a little bit in that second quarter, but just the Vikings were just a little too much for them. As now we have all of the starters out for both teams. As now, like we said, all those players will be getting likely their first look at what playoff basketball is like and get that feel for it for when they become a little bit older, become upperclassmen, and get that playoff experience, that playoff feel, although it's not totally a tight game, but nonetheless a playoff feel for their future endeavors.
Yeah, it's different playing in this setting for a lot of reasons.
As Getty goes up, saw quite a bit of contact, shooken up a little bit. She gets up, though, as a Bulldog is also down, though. She's taking a little while to get up. Getty will go to the line for 2. But getting up now is Amber Kerr. She'll stay in the ball game, sticking with it. So Getty, the 5'2" freshman, makes her first free throw. Shoots 53.8% on the season from the charity stripe. Second free throw up. That one's no good. And rebounded by the Bulldogs. And now they will take possession. Megan Hill with it, bringing it up. Driving, getting a nice pass over to Kerr. Is now back to Hill, but tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. So 76-39 is a score on the Patriot Fuels scoreboard. Just a dominant showing here from the Vikings. They just really turned on the Jets really from the beginning, featuring that 11-2 start. A step-back shot from Hill. That was good. A three-point shot, actually. That was actually a great shot for Megan Hill. Got a ton of separation off of that. And that's her first three-pointer of the ball game. She is now up to 9 points here in this one. Now swinging around are the Vikings, trying to get a nice layup. Getty goes up for the layup, but was blocked. Saw some contact, as now the Bulldogs will go the other way. That's Diley with the ball. Just 1 minute now here to go in this game. Just 1 minute left until the Vikings will advance to tomorrow night. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, their season will come to an end here in just 48 short seconds. Hill getting some separation once again. That shot almost going, but no good. Rebounded by Rohrbeck. Now ball's loose, but tracked down by Getty. As Bulldogs will check in 5 more players if there is a stoppage in time anyways. 30 seconds left here. Just a 6 or 7 second difference between shot and game clock, and then a double dribble called against the Vikings. So those 5 substitutions will come in for the Bulldogs. So winding down here, running time as the score is 76-42. 8 seconds here to go. We still have some substitutions checking in. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And that'll be the ball game there as the Kindred Vikings will advance to face the winner of Northern Cass and Richland, which will be coming up here in just a little bit. 76-42 is the score on the Patriot Fuels scoreboard. We'll step aside with a recap. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
There are more than 3.5 million people who work as truck drivers, according to the United States Census Bureau. From the transportation of ag commodities to help feed the world to packages that arrive at our door, and fuel to keep us on the go and warm in our homes. Patriot Fuels is proud to serve these hardworking men and women across North Dakota with clean facilities, great prices, and a friendly staff. Patriot Fuels in Alexander with easy in and out, hot showers, #1 diesel, and fresh food. Milner with hot food options including Cooper's Chicken and Wingman Pizza. Also located in Carrington, Devils Lake, Linton, and Lisbon. Patriot Fuels wishing everyone safe travels.
Hi, my name is Shane Azure. I'm the superintendent of Northwood Public School. We realized that education the last 45 days of school was going to look a little bit differently.
Superintendents in our service area started calling and saying, okay, we're going to an online-based learning system and we have students that don't have internet access. What can we do to connect them?
They were here within a day or two to make sure that our parents and our students were connected.
This was just a small piece that we could do to try and bring some structure back to not only their teachers and schools, but some of their classmates as well.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake.
You can pull a great career together right out of the air at Lake Region State College. Our Wind Energy Technology program offers 1- and 2-year courses training wind energy technicians. Be a part of this growing eco-friendly industry. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Welcome back to the campus of NDSCS. Coming up will be Northern Cass versus Richland. That should be a good matchup here. And then our previous matchup there between Kindred and Sargent County, and just really a dominant performance basically from the tip for the Kindred Vikings. Started off on that 11-2 run, had a couple of other bigger runs, had a big explosive third quarter, 25 points scored just in quarter number 3. Now outscored them 25-11. Did the Vikings in that one, in that quarter. Run through some numbers here real quick. Just an incredible game from Casey Berner, especially in that third quarter. Hit 4 3-pointers in just the third quarter. Did another 3-pointer for 5 total 3-pointers. And she led the way in scoring with 25 points. Just a sophomore, having a big game here in their first playoff game of the season. Abby Dutcher with 20 points. Then Taryn Johnson with 17. Charlie McQuillan with 6, had 2 3-pointers. Caden Striley with 3 points. Then Tina Fryer and Jordan Sunram both with 2 points. And then running up the scoring, Peyton Getty hitting 1 of 2 free throws for 1 point on the night for her. So 6 3-pointers just in that second half. 5 of those coming from Casey Berner for a total of 9 3-pointers in the ballgame for the Vikings. And then 2 of 6 from the free throw line in the second half for a total of 9 of 15 from the charity stripe. As for the Bulldogs, leading the way in scoring was Jasmine Sherlock with 17, then Megan Hill with 9, Alana Beck with 5, Annika Nelson with 4, and then rounding up the scoring, both Christina Mathias and Emma Ozier with 2 points each. 2 3-pointers in that second half, 1 from Megan Hill and 1 from Alana Beck, for a total of 4 3-pointers in the game. They didn't shoot any free throws in that second half, so they went 1 of 2 from the free throw line overall. And just, like I said, just a dominant performance from Kindred, as now they will probably stick around here for this game, as they will face the winner of this upcoming matchup between Northern Cass, the number 3 seed, and the number 6 seed, the Richland Colts, which should be a good matchup. And just it's always a sad thing to see the seniors go. A great game from Jasmine Sherlock, the senior, so unfortunately her season will come to an end along with Christina Mathias, or the career will come to an end. And just a great season there from the Bulldogs. Just unfortunately the Kindred Vikings just showing their strength, and we're just dominant from the tip. As just thank you to our sponsors once again. I'm Jacob Tenson signing off. We'll be back with the Northern Cass versus Richland Colts game coming up here. Thank you to Joel Morgan for running the production and camera. And thank you to our watchers for watching yourliveevent.com.